Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is my second video all about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, what I'm learning about cryptocurrency. And I'm really trying to figure out what this channel will eventually be. Today I want to speak to you about... Try this again. Hey folks, Scott here. Hey folks, Scott here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode we're going to talk about ICOs, initial coin offerings. Now my YouTube channel here, CryptoCoin or Cryptocurrencies Blockchain, is pretty new. I haven't, I don't know that much about cryptocurrencies, so I'm learning as I go. Hopefully these videos will be of use to you. I started this YouTube channel because I think there's probably gaps in the blockchain cryptocurrency market. On YouTube there's a lot of people talking about the same things, and I'm trying to maybe be a little bit different and take a different approach, maybe from a sort of business angle. But I'm learning about cryptocurrency just now. It's January 2018. Cryptocurrencies have been in a massive bubble the past couple of months, 3 or 4 months. And there's a lot of hype about, and a lot of money to be put in. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to have like a massive sell-off, and then things will level out. But in my studies of cryptocurrencies, I've spotted something called ICOs. Now, what ICOs are is basically initial coin offerings. That's what they stand for. There's an excellent YouTube video on YouTube by this girl here, Louise Elizabeth. She's got a YouTube channel and she tells you exactly what an ICO is. My explanation to what an ICO is: initial coin offering. So basically what that is it's a company that want to create their own cryptocurrency, and then there's a reason why they're creating their own cryptocurrency. It performs some sort of function in their business or on a platform or in an industry. And the ICO allows you to basically invest, get in at the start, and you can get really cheap bitcoins. So I was thinking, okay, that sounds kind of cool. There's lots of bitcoins out there, lots of cryptocurrencies out there. Now, what ICO would I invest in? So I go into like ICO Alert. This is something that I googled, and I know that there's like hundreds of ICOs for Bitcoin, and I'm like, where the hell do you start with all of this? Another really cool site is ICO Stats. It tells you what the performance of a lot of these new cryptocurrencies are. But I'm thinking to myself, where the hell do I start? Now, a lot of what's in one of these ICOs is it's marketing really, and the investment behind the marketing to get the word out there about what the cryptocurrency is and what it will do. So a lot of what that's dependent on is the sort of social nature of the internet now, the viral nature. So if there's like a big name in an industry, or a big, I don't know, Twitter follower that mentions that they've just invested in a certain new cryptocurrency, then more than likely you'll have a lot of their followers go after that same cryptocurrency and start investing in it, and that'll bump the price up. So I think my study is going to be on who are maybe set up even like Google alerts or Twitter alerts to find out, big names or people with big followers that are talking about ICOs, and then when I can find them, if I can get an alert from them, then I can, then I'll maybe invest in one of these ICOs. So that's the plan. The other plan that I think I've got for this YouTube channel is I might actually start interviewing the people behind these ICOs. There's as I say, a lot of what an ICO is a marketing thing. So I am seriously considering that, interviewing people behind ICOs, find out why would I invest in your ICO, and that's possibly how this YouTube channel will take shape. I just want to mention before I go, as I said, I don't know anything really about Bitcoin. I keep calling it Bitcoin, but it's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just one of the cryptocurrencies. Blockchain's the technology behind it, and cryptocurrency is kind of like a generalized name. I joined a Facebook group. Let me bring it up here on the screen. It is called Bitcoin for Beginners. And it's been really useful. There's not that many members of it. It's quite a small community. There's only 200 members, which is actually quite good because it means that there's a lot less junk in the ecosystem. But some of the basic questions I had about cryptocurrencies was, you know, that a lot of people are saying, okay, you have to go to Coinbase to buy your cryptocurrencies. So you take your credit card or you do a bank transfer into Coinbase, and I noticed when you go into Coinbase that they charge quite a high fee for a credit card. It's like 4%. One of the things that I found here was on the Bitcoin for Beginners, there was other people with the same question: how do I avoid all of these fees if I wanted to start investing in cryptocurrencies? Well, I think it was one of the moderators, I can't find it now, they've suggested you go to, it's an app called Revolt. Let me just bring it up here. I can find it. I can spell it, sorry. Revolt Bitcoin app. It's not actually, it's not actually a Bitcoin app, I don't think. But what Revolt does is, I think it allows you to avoid a lot of bank fees. So if you're transferring money from your bank into basically Coinbase or something like that, there's a higher fee, especially from an international perspective. So the Revolt app, I haven't used it yet. It allows you to do a bank transfer into the Revolt app, and then from the Revolt app you can go to Coinbase, and you basically miss a lot of the fees. So I highly suggest, if you are new to cryptocurrencies, probably join this Bitcoin for Beginners. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be the next thing, because as I say, I'm going to sort of vlog about everything that I learn on the topic. As I say, ICO seems to be kind of poking my interest. I think it just seems to be a good avenue to go down. There's a lot of speculation in the market, and it's really cutting through that speculation. That's what I want to try and get to. Just give you some of the examples here on this Bitcoin for Beginners. Revolt, Coinbase, GDAX, Bitcoin buy in guide. So there's an actual guide here. So let's just go through it. Let's go through the guide. Buying crypto with Coinbase, GDAX, and Revolt. So Coinbase, GDAX, and Revolt. I know Coinbase and GDAX, they're both they're like exchanges. That's where you can actually go and physically buy the actual what you call it, your bitcoins or your cryptocurrencies. So we've got here, set up Coinbase, verify the account, add a payment method for Coinbase, and then you have to put Coinbase SEPA details. I'm sure that's you represent the SEPA bank transfer details. Okay, so the SEPA bank transfer details, that's how you transfer it into Bitcoin. Then set up your Revolt app, add a payment method to Revolt, debit card. So you can do debit card with Revolt, I think that's how you pronounce it. Bank account, Apple Pay. So you basically top up your Revolt, then you exchange your money. So if you're in the UK, this is UK based, so you can put that to euros. Then Revolt set up send SEPA. So this is basically where you send your money from your Revolt app to the SEPA. And then GDAX fund from Coinbase. Okay, so yeah, okay, this makes sense now. And then GDAX buy crypto. So that GDAX is actually where you buy the actual coin, where you buy the actual coins, cryptocurrency. I'm trying to get them marked up. So yeah, check this Facebook group out. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. It will be useful. This is very much a first or second video on the channel. It's a Saturday morning here. I haven't really prepared it well. I hope to have these a little bit better presented in future, a little bit better effort on them. And I think, as I say, I think we're going to try and speak to some ICOs. I'll put the word out there to a few ICOs. I don't even know how to get in touch with them. But in the next few videos, we'll maybe investigate, if you were to be buying a cryptocurrency, what cryptocurrency you should be buying which one would be really good to get in at the very start, because basically if you, to give you an example, the Ripple cryptocurrency, if you purchased $1,000 worth of Ripple this time last year, so 12 months ago, it would be worth something like $500,000 now. Amazing. So the plan with this is, okay, if we can find the right ICO, do the same thing, that $1,000 investment or $500 investment, how much you've got, convert that into, you know, 50, 100, 1,000 times as much. It would be a really good place. So I think that's what I'm going. That's the mission for this channel. We're going to see if we can try and do that. Anyway, hope you liked the video. Please subscribe. I would appreciate it. Thank you.